It's that time of the year again for maple syrup, and here at Crawford Lake, they're showing us how the natives used to make maple syrup. Have a look.
How we do things here at Crawford Lake is we show how the First Nations people of Ontario would have made maple syrup. Everybody's familiar with tapping trees and the pioneer method, but the way we do it is a bit differently. We actually have stones in the fire that we heat up and we put into the maple sap itself, and that helps to boil off the water and turn it into syrup. And we also talk about native legends about how maple sap would have been discovered, all those kinds of things. Our longhouses are open, and you can take a look around in there. The First Nations way of making the maple syrup is a bit different than what we most might be familiar with. Instead of bringing the sap to the heat, as in a modern evaporator, the First Nations people would have to bring the heat to the sap. So what they do is they would heat up stones in the fire until they were very, very hot, and then they would have to bring them out. I'm using some deer antlers in order to manipulate the stones. And I'll pull it out of the fire here. And I'm going to carry it over to my trough, which is full of maple sap. And when I drop it in, the hot stone will boil away the water, cook down the sugar, and turn the sap into maple syrup. We're basically doing the same job, it's just in smaller amounts. And the First Nations people would be doing this continuously for days and days, as long as they could, to make enough maple syrup and maple sugar to last them the rest of the year.
There's always tons of activities happening at Halton conservation areas. At Mountsburg, they are showing the pioneer method to maple syrup.
At Mountsburg, they show the pioneer method, the method that most people are familiar with. And that runs, again, March 1st to April 6th on the weekends and March break. They have a pancake house. They have a traditional evaporator. They have a candy making cabin, so you can make you can try taste all different kinds of maple candy there. They have wagon rides. We have birds of prey shows, and as well as a gift shop where you can buy lots of maple products.
Make sure you come and check out Sweetwater season here at Crawford Lake from March 1st until April 6th. For Halton Insider, I'm Jennifer Nikolevski.